Hi folks, here we are again today, and we are trying for round 2 on the Silverdale Pioneer Village, and just going to have it's a beautiful day. I decided not to use my camera today because I'm having issues with its brightness. It's just too bright. So yeah, let's enjoy this place. Like, subscribe, please like and subscribe. We're building up the content and we're building up this channel, and this channel should really take off mid-January. So if you want to be aboard on a really good channel and it's going to go places, and I know that for a fact, please like and subscribe and join. If you have to join, please join. I'd love you to join. Okay, we're going to carry on anyway. I came here, I think it was about just over a month ago, and I did an evening walk around here, and I was absolutely flabbergasted at what hit me. There was a couple of activations that happened here. One was on the footpath by the school, and the other one was in the Bushman's Hut. If you like to check those videos out, check Scary Night at Pioneer Village, I think it's called, and amongst my videos. I'll try and put the link down under the description if I can. And yeah, so we're going to carry on and look at this today. Okay, here we go. Okay. So just to give you an idea, the land originally was owned by the Te Kawerau sub-tribe and later linked to Ngāti Whātua and Ngāti Pāo. They were decimated by the guns of Ngāpuhi in 1821. In 1839, the first land in the district was sold to the Europeans. In 1854, all the land between Okura and Puhoi had been bought by the Crown. Now, this place here, you've got a beautiful big, massive big tree up there. It just shows you the size of the... I don't even think there would be bigger ones than that they'd be actually bringing down from the forests around here. And this is just one of the pits that they used. And here's our favourite little thing. I'm just going to see if I can get something to activate. I didn't have much luck yesterday, whether that prefers nighttime to daytime. So here's our famous little events area that we had an activation on, where the door was rattling. So we're going to knock again. This place is actually quite freaky because there's a fake person in the bed there. But it actually is quite freaky. I could actually live in something like this. It wouldn't worry me, just, you know, if I was really hard done by. I could actually live in this. I mean, I've lived in worse situations than this guy. Well, probably not worse, but similar. So yeah. If there's a spirit here, can you just show yourself? Rattle the wire, because you mentioned yesterday the wire, which is this thing here. And that's, I'm sure, is what I heard. Behind the main door here is what I heard rattling that night. This here was rattling. And I know that that's what it was. So if you're here, knock on the hut. Let me know you're here. Give me a knock back. Yeah, we're not getting any activation. Anything at all. My name's Delwyn. I'm here to listen to your story. You want to just, you know, contact me back. I know you were here. I caught a shadow out the corner of my eye there. Something moved in here. I'm not joking. I just absolutely... I wish I could have caught that on camera. If in the case you're walking elsewhere and something moves. But something moved in front of the... just to the left of this door. Got a glimpse of something in the corner of my eye. I know you're there, so why don't you show me something about yourself? I'm here in good reason. I'm not here to hurt you or harm you in any way. Show me that you're here. So this Bushman's Hut came from Lucas Creek, as it says down there. This came from Lucas Creek. Okay, not getting any response today, so we'll just carry on. The next one we're going to is called the Firth House. The Frith House. The Firth House? Firth House, I think it is. Firth or Frith? Firth, I think it's called. Firth House. And the forge is still locked. It's a shame. I'd like to go in that forge and see what's going on with it. This here, you can't get into that room there, which is a shame. This just gives you a history of here. So there's a Carry Felling in the 1840s, the 1850s. Sort of coastal areas, the Kellys. Yeah, the Kellys. Woolly House photographed in 1972 down there. May have been Kelly's first hotel. He was famous for his hotels. I think there's actually one store here, which is over on the other side of of Silverdale here. There's a hotel. I think it got moved there, which I'd love to go inside, and I want to get permission at some stage to go into it. In the 1960s, the land opened for sale. 1870s, at last a school was established. 2 to 3 kilometres west of the village. Later it moved to Wesleyan Church at the foot of the hill by the river. So most of the church and all that have been shifted as well into here. Come up, built a new one. 1880s. There's some of the old maps. 1890s, the Lees family outside the former Bond store. Maplin's Limeworks, Wade Village circa, and that's in the 1900s. 1910 to 1911, William Henry Frith, so this is his house here. So, the name Silverdale was suggested by a fairly new settler, Henry Frith, so he was actually the one that named Silverdale, whose home is now on Pioneer Village. He became a commercial traveller in Derbyshire, Staffordshire, so he became familiar with a village that's named called Stoke-on-Trent. Minor Council approved the change in September 1910. So this was changed from the way to Silverdale. This is his little cottage, apparently. I just wish you could go further back, but you can't get into it. After 1911, Alex MacArthur. Okay. Wow, look at that. That's intriguing. The third bridge over the Waiti, a concrete arch. Unveiling a Silverdale War Memorial. Anzac Day 1923. Headmaster's House, which is the one I want to go into. Christmas holiday makers at Logan's Butchery. Yeah, it's got some interesting stuff. First Silverdale fire engine. Yeah, anyway, hotels. What about the hotels? That's the one I'm wanting to go into. It's still around. It's on the other side of the city here. It's the Wade Hotel. And I really want to go into it. Not sure if that's a church. I think it is. I think that's the church that we're looking at the moment in here. And the hall that they've got now, where they use for the showing of the old-fashioned games. Okay. There's a beautiful little model of the area. So yeah, reflection is not very good in here. Okay, off we go. It's only one building. Okay, and I just love what they did here with the reindeer and the cow shed. Oh wow, big spider web's gone from there. I saw that night. There was a massive big spider web here. Just right here, right here. It's gone. Look at these reindeer. How well are they done though? Absolutely gorgeous. Somebody's come and done some cleaning, I think. Oh, not quite, because there's still cobwebs around. There's still creepy crawlies. Still heaps of creepy crawlies here. Yeah, it's just really cool. This is an old cow shed, and it just proves the authenticity of it because it's actually made just out of basic wood. There's a sheep dip. And there we go, sheep dip. And I put it on one end, dip here, and then go out the other. I went in the museum yesterday. It was alright. I'll take you and just do a quick walk around. Just a quick walk around in there, because it is worth it. And the church is right next door to it, so that's interesting. I couldn't get in here at night, okay, because we can't get into anything at night, but yeah. So, of course so these are all the rocks beneath us, as they call them. So they've got a lot of different types of rock below. I'm not going to go into that one too much. Yes, we do have thermal water up here. I don't know which cliff, oh, the Wairua, because that's something I wanted to get into, but I don't think I can get into it anymore, which was the Wairua hot pools. They are abandoned now, but they're owned by the Department of Agriculture, I think. One of them anyway. Rocky Shores, Sandy Shores. So it's all different seashells down there. Just get round to this so that we can have a look at everything. Maharangi Purchase, Waiti Purchase, local timberman. See, look at these massive saws that they cut for the trees. These are just huge. It's a splitting gun. I don't know what that is down there. I have no idea. I'll put there. That's all. Tools of the trade, as they said. Tools of the trade. These are the things they put the cows in. The bullocks, I should say. Yeah, the bullocks. For transporting the logs, because they used to use, as you can see by that photo there, they used a lot of bullocks to transport the timber down. Wedges. Massive axe here. Gum spears. Yeah. Oh, these, I've actually got some of this at home. My granddad gave to me. Some carry gum, as they call it. Names like that. It's sort of an amber colour. And the gum trade took off too. Okay. Working horses. So there's all your gear for your horses, and there's a plough there. Wow, look at that spade, it's just weird. This pitchfork is absolutely huge. It's like the height of a human. I think that's a sickle over the back behind there. Yeah. Okay, what else have we got down here? Oh, I've got shoe tools, tools for making shoes. I have the spiky shoes. And I'm quite sure he was a builder, so these are all building tools apparently. Some of those very old looking things. Now we use electric ones. Oh, the cheese factory. So this is an urn, a butter urn. So it says here, cream separator used before beef cow sheds were electrified. Dairy farming, branding lines up there. That's a seed sower. That's a dangerous looking weapon. It's for the sheep. I have no idea what it does, but yeah, it's for the sheep. And this thing down here is a homemade planting potato device. And these are the old churns you put the milk in. Okay, let's us out of here. And this is the Wesleyan Church. When I came in here, I love this anchor. It's absolutely beautiful. When I came in here during the daytime, I had a feeling something was here, but never got to prove the point, and still can't prove the point to this day. But it's just when I come in here, I get this weird vibe of something very pleasant is here. So we're now sitting in the pew. This beautiful old, I think it's an organ up there. It says please do not touch. Another one over there on the other side. The old pulpit. Yeah. Then you get your list of hymns up there. That wasn't, I remember that as a child they used to do that. In memory of William Alfred Harrison, at rest on the 2nd of, I'll go closely so you can see that. If you can see. Yeah. In memory of William Harrison, at rest the 2nd of February 1935. None beside thee. Presented by local preachers. Okay. William, if you're here, let me know. That's all the preachers and workers up there. Most of them 1860 to 1898. Yeah. I just lost my pamphlets. They just went under the chair somewhere. Oh, there they are. I have to go back over the other side here. I lost my brochures. Oh. So there, this is just absolutely beautiful on here. It's got a beautiful, peaceful feeling. Doesn't have malice feeling about it at all. You can actually hire this out. So this place started in 1860, this church. Believed to be built in Auckland in the 1840s. After the congregation became too large for the small chapel, it was dismantled and stored, much later shipped to the Wade, now Silverdale. The chapel can be hired for weddings. So I'm not going to go to the parsonage because that to me is a little bit of a waste of time because there's nothing in there apart from a kitchen and a craft shop. And I'll show you the outside of it though. So yeah, so we'll carry on. If anything's here, can you let me know? Anything at all? My name's Darwin. I'm here to hear your story. I'm not here to harm or hurt you in any way, shape or form. But I just had a real pleasant feeling when I came in here. This, I believe, this door behind here is where they've sealed it off, but that used to be a door where the preacher would actually come in and out of, I believe. Yeah. That's very cute, all made out of wood. So this church was erected near the river in about 1859. It was moved to the site beside the school in 1876. It was donated in 1969. Yeah. Right, off we go. Nothing showed up there either. I believe it's the daylight that's that just sort of pulls. So that's the parsonage down there. And I'm not going to waste my time there. I might pop in for Devonshire tea if the ladies are on. This is the old schoolhouse, which sorry, they're not the old school. This house was here originally. It's now become a play centre. Okay, we're going to walk down here. I always said that this tree was freaky. I don't know if you can actually get a good sizing from it. During the night that tree looks really weird. It's huge and big, beautiful during the day. But during the night it's a bit weird. It looks very ominous. I think the word is for it. But yeah. When we heard something, we were actually over here by the what do you call it, the sundial. It's got no dials on it, so it's broken off, which is a shame. This is dedicated to somebody, this George Thu, and all he shared in his work and dreams. But yeah. Okay, let's go and have a look in here. Now the first one here, this one here, okay, it's not the parsonage house. It's a school, I think this is the schoolmaster's house. I remember rightly. Yeah, it is. And it's the next one down that I want to, that's always been a bit freaky to me. Or is it this one's got the dolls in it? But the other one has got too many model figures in it. It's quite freaky. So here we go. Look at these old hot water bottles. They used to heat up things with the old kerosene heater. This is beautifully done out. The only thing about the Santa Claus that gets me is I keep, yesterday when I came I felt like it was going to turn around and look at me. It's probably looking at itself in the mirror. Oh, hello Santa Claus. That's freaky looking Santa Claus. Okay, that's the old wash bowls. These are all the old tools I used to use for shaving. And then, I'm not quite sure what they're supposed to represent. Maybe it's toilets and oh yeah, the old toilets. Little models of the old toilets. I just knocked one over actually. That's an old toilet there. See? That's an old toilet. Okay. Here we are. This is an old sewing machine table. I think my mum used to have one of these, to be honest. Okay, here we are, back to school, folks. Back to school. Here we go. Then there's the first school. So you had one in Wainui, one in Whitehills, Dairy Flat, Horseshoe Bush, Wade, Orewa, Whangaparoa and Wairau. The Horseshoe Bush Road one, oh that's two, because I know the Dairy Flat one's still there. I don't think the Horseshoe Bush one is though. Yeah. Oh, look at these, all these neat things here. Yeah. They used to do sort of posters like that. The old chalkboards they used to write on. The old ink wells. The old ink. There's some cool stuff here. I don't think that bell goes anymore. I think it's broken. Yeah, it hasn't got anything in it. That bell. The old pencil sharpener. Now this one here, I got a bit of activity in this room on my EMF reader. Look at all these freaky dolls. They are freaky. Go up a bit closer so you can actually get a good look at them. And it's this one here, and I still feel it. There's something weird about it, and I didn't get an EMF reading of it yesterday, but it's definitely freaky. It's those eyes. I don't know. I don't know what you can say about that. Oh, look at this one in the corner. Oh, this one in the corner looks freaky. Oh, look at that one next to it. Oh, they are just absolutely freaky. Oh, that one right there looks pretty weird. I'll have to take a pin shot at the moment, but I can't. I don't know what that is. Oh, they're stilts. They're old stilts, they are. They're old wooden stilts. And then we've got birds' nests. Look at them all. Oh, my arm's starting to ache. And all the little eggs down below. You can tell what bird it is as well. That's very cleverly done. The old cigarette cards, we've still got those around. My mum has. Toys and games. I remember that game. It's still going around, called Checkers. Got these old cars and stuff. Look at that. There's some more freaky dolls in there. That one gets me, that black one. That military looking guy, he looks freaky. I remember that. Those blocks, and they were like jigsaws. Yeah. Marbles. I remember playing marbles. Skipping ropes. And we have the dolls in their little beds and chairs and things. Isn't that weird? When I was over here, yesterday something tapped around here. I couldn't get anything more from it. It was like it hit something tinny, or that's the freakiest doll I have ever seen. Even that picture There's pictures around too. Yeah, yeah. I can feel that. There's something over here, but I'm not sure what it is yet. If you want to show yourself, by all means do. Lovely baby gear over there. Yeah, if you want to talk to me, I'm here. My name's Delwyn. I'm here to talk. Hear your story. Not children war. This is weird. This is a sewing room. And I love that old wheel there to spin the yarn. But there's some things in here that don't go with it, like that there, I suppose, might be. There's a little tiny sewing machine. But that there doesn't really go in here, in my opinion. Doesn't belong in here. Don't know about that either. But they're still beautiful furniture to look at. I have no idea. Lace pillow with torchon lace work. Okay. I have no idea how you'd operate that. Not a clue. Only the old people would know that. Okay. This is fascinating, this one here. Look at all this. Look at this. First you've got the old vacuum cleaners and sweepers. Then you've got the old washing machines. There's more little old Hoover things down there. And these old washing machines, man. And they really laboured in their day. They didn't have what we have now. We can just chuck it in there, basically. They had to work still, even though they had machines, they still had to work at it. I think that's an old ironing board over there. Yeah. And then we have washboards, pegs, the old wooden pegs. Mum still had some of those in her day. The old irons. There's a sleeve board there to put your sleeves on. What is that? A container for vinegar or cider. Okay. The old oven. We're at the old oven. Wow. Colonial kitchen. And there's all your tools that you'd use for baking. Okay. I think the last one here's and it's, yeah, models like this freak me out. I don't know what it is, I just don't like them. But isn't that beautiful? That's grand setting there. Beautifully done. There's two pianos there. Heaps of pictures on the wall. Tapestries, these old musical instruments. But so that was the schoolhouse. Oh, that didn't go last time. Yeah, they have ding-dongs just to let, I don't know whether it's to let the camera know that people are coming in or what, because they have cameras on these places as well. So the next one down is the one I find freaky. Okay, so the next one down, I've missed the post office over there. We might just pop across there quickly. It's a little tiny post office that was in Dairy Flat. Oh, look at that. Is that a safe? Yeah, that's a safe, I think. In its day. Maybe. Hard to say. So yeah, we're going to go up to the post office. This is the old Dairy Flat post office. This is fascinating in here. It's got all sorts of little gizmos. You got a light? No light. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, this building was built by George Funk of Dairy Flat in the 1920s. It was run by members of the Funk family as the Dairy Flat Post Office and General Store until 1952. And then it was used as a storeroom by his son. Okay. It's presently set up as a general store in the 1950s. Meant to give the impression that someone simply closed the door one day and walked away, leaving a mixture of goods on the shelf. Yeah, and it has. It's got absolutely heaps of stuff. Look at that. And you got your thing here. It was what my granddaughter was playing with this here one day, because it was right, oh hold on, down here, just over the back here, the little weighing machine. She was playing with that. It's coming here. The old till. They're funky curtains. How about them being there? But look, there's so much in there. Look, Queen Anne chocolates, I even remember those. I'll go a bit closer with the camera and you can have a good look. If you recognise any labels, I recognise some of them. By all means, let me know. The old lanterns up here too. Yeah, any old labels you recognise in there, by all means, just say, let me know. Hey, so I remember that in my day. Okay, Taniwha soap, I remember that. Right down there, Taniwha soap, Lux. There's a whole lot of different shine equipment down here. If I can get over there, I can't quite get there, so you can see it. And all down the bottom there. Yeah, okay. That's the post office. Right, now we're going to go down to the headmaster's house, it's called. I'll give you a quick look in the Sidwell annex, which is Grandpa Sidwell's shed. You know, that might have been in the tool shed, they say. Some of the things that might have been in the tool shed. So yeah, there you go. This didn't work yesterday. This lighting wasn't working yesterday. I got a very dark picture in here. Lots of stuff in here. Look at the old taps. There's some more lawnmowers over there. Yeah, old lawnmowers. I have no idea what that green thing is. The thing in front of it. It must have some purpose. If you know what it is, let me know in the thing below. I'll put that back down again. Yeah, just so much stuff in here. You know, all these old number plates up here. I'm not quite sure that bamboo or the sticks are. There's a big ladder up there. Yeah. I remember some of these old tools. I remember one of those things, you crank it around and it screws in. Your woodworking tools, I remember those ones up the top. And the next one down. And the little saw. I've seen those before. Some of these things I've seen as well in my dad's time, you know. And these, I remember the DB Brita, which is the Draft Dominion Bitter. DB Export, DB Lager. Lion, didn't know much of them, but it's probably one of our most popular ones for a while. Yeah. Okay. Next house, this is the one I find creepy. And I've been in here, it's just been weird and creepy. And this house is the headmaster's house, I think it's called. I'll just have a quick look. Now, that was a schoolmaster's house before. Oh, this is the Neville house, the Neville brothers' house. So this house is owned by the Neville brothers, who are still working today as couriers. Carriers, sorry, not couriers, couriers, not couriers, carriers. So they're still working as carriers in Dairy Flat. So that family's still going. This house was donated by them. There you can see. It was originally built in 1935. It was altered for the use of the Neville family. It now contains displays to the day of the early 20th century. Yeah. Frank and Rita Neville. Yes, I'm here. And apparently the house looked very different. So it's showing you their house there. And then does it alter to that? Oh, they gave it a bay window, a side entrance and a different roof line. Okay, So that's what it was converted to from that there. Okay. And that's the Neville Brothers General Carrier. So they've got a history in this place themselves. Yeah, up to 20 huge growth. They just grew and grew and grew. Right. Here we have urns. Things to put your drinks in. All sorts of drink bottles and stuff. Chinaware galore. Just absolute heaps of chinaware in here. Old suitcases over the back here. Where are the old suitcases? There's an old trunk below there that you'd hang your clothes up in and that. If I remember rightly. Yeah, so you come in here, and as you come in here, you sort of catch that out of the corner of your eye, which looks freaky. The pity you can't go into that. I can't get into there because there's belts that you can't go past. Cigarette. Oh, I remember one of those ashtrays. My grandma used to have one. I'm sure of it. And those type of fire guards. The piano. Very nice. Very nicely set up. But this here, you come in here, I think that is really ugh. And it's all dark in here because the light hasn't picked up, I don't think. I don't know if you can turn it on or not. Oh, they are on, but they're not picking up. These are all the old kitchenware stuff that you can use. The old stoves. And the old windows, and cupboards. I remember Bell Tea, that's hiding in behind there. So there's the Bell Tea container. Oh, there you go. I think some of the state houses have still got cupboards like this in them. I really believe they do, because they've never altered. Okay. That mannequin there is just absolutely freaky. Right, this next part is really, really interesting. It's got so much neat stuff in it. And also the lighting would come on. And the old post office letterbox. It's got all sorts of interesting oddities in it. If you know what some of these things are, please let me know. I think that's the old phone thing that they used to stick the phones in. Yeah, they used to call people. You call up the operator and the operator would put your cord into somebody else's phone now. There. Telephone bureau. Some of the old telephones. It's just fascinating. And then you've got typewriters. That's fascinating. Look at all these old typewriters. So, I mean, look at them. Some of them are really ancient. I'm trying to think if I've seen any, some of these, like that one there, I've seen in some of the haunted videos that they found in houses. Really cool. And then you've got the radios and TVs here. I mean, look at this old, I mean, yes, it's cool. Look at that. TV and radio connected. Yeah, all up the top there, you've got the smaller ones, all retro ones. They got such an amazing collection here. Look at these. Oh, actually awesome. Alright. Oh, look, this is an old stereo system, I think. Yeah, Philips radio recording player, record player. Because we had one similar to that in our home. It wasn't a Philips though. But we had a TV like this, but it was called a Telstar TV. And it was like that with the legs. Fascinating. Oh, we'll go behind. There's all the old photograph equipment. Just think nowadays we don't have to do half the stuff they did in their days. I originally started off as a child with a Brownie. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was a Brownie. It was more like this one, the second one over from the first one on the left. And I loved it. I thought it was marvellous. Look at that old camera far out. It's incredible. See the old camera down there? That's incredible. And the old photo album down there on the left. It's fascinating the stuff they've got in here. They've just done such an amazing collection job. Okay. Right, that house has always been a bit freaky to me, but that one up the top with the dolls and's got the wet say at the moment. But I'm sure there was more figurines in there than that one. Okay. Last one on the menu is the schoolhouse. Don't know what that one, still don't know what that one down there is, but I think that's just been put there. But this is the old town hall originally, or schoolhouse. Oh, and they've shut it. Oh, what a shame. There's nobody on there today. It would have been good to go in and have a look at the old games they had. Oh, unless she shut the door. Yeah, no, it's shut. Oh, what a shame. You remember when I was, cool to look at the back of these two. Anybody around want to talk to me? I am going to do another night visit up here and go a bit further afield with some of these things that showed up. If you remember, we had this in our night photo. It's amazing, that. I just love it. I'm just going to have a sit and rest in it, because it's a lot of hard work when you've got to, hopefully I can sit in it alright. I get pretty sturdy and strong. So that last building doesn't actually tell you on here. It does tell you in one of these things here. I'll just have a quick nosy. No, it only gives you the Neville House. It doesn't tell you on that one what it is, but I know it's the school. It was the old schoolhouse. And hold on it, folks. Yeah, that's the old schoolhouse back here behind me. And no, that doesn't even tell you either. It does tell you on here, but on the main boards, but it doesn't tell you on here. Just a bit of a curiosity why they don't have it actually mentioned on the trail, because you go inside and, I mean, some of the games in there, I had one game with a silver ball and you should shoot it up, and it was like, not unlike, oh, I've forgotten what you have now, I can't think of the name of it now, the pinball type things. They were made out of wood. You shot it up with a wooden cue stick, and it went up and it rattled around and it fell into some of the circles, and the circles had nails around them that they were made out of, sort of flathead nails. And I used to love it. I think you had quite a few balls in there, if I remember rightly, and then you just add up your scores. So I'd say they were probably your first pinball type machines in the old days. But there was all sorts of other stuff there. There was I can't think off the top of my head. I remember just vaguely seeing it when I came up here to do a day visit before. Yeah. So it's very interesting. So, very interesting. As I say, I think that will be it for now, folks. I'm going to take some photographs now to put on the thumbnails. Okay. Bye for now, folks. Love you all. Love and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Smash that like button. And, you know, I just love you all. I hope you're having a really awesome day, as I am now. It was a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. I'm glad I didn't bring my camera, because it would have shut off halfway through this, and then I would have had to restart again. So some ways the camera's good, and then other ways the camera's not good. But the way the phones are going these days, they're becoming more of an increasing better tool to use. And I'm upgrading in about 3 months' time to the Samsung S10 Note. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry nothing showed up to haunt us. We'll tap on the thing, or show itself to us. But in the night time, this place is very different. But I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing all the great things this place has got to offer in the way of historical stuff. That's just an absolutely amazing collection. Okay, bye for now, folks.